Well, hello, hello, hello. It is Magic Mo, and happy 4th of July to everyone out there. And had what might seem to be a random topic for today, but follow me on this one. And it is really the magic of the freedom of speech. So follow me around the bend with this one. I say this because a lot of times we don't feel free to speak up to management, to family, to friends, just sometimes just anybody. We just sit there and we take it. And as strange as this is to say, allowing yourself the freedom of speech on your own time, in your own way, to kind of talk it out and rationalize something that just happened because you need to do that for your own self mentally, I don't find that to be a bad thing. And a lot of people might say, oh my gosh, you talk to yourself? I don't talk with myself. I talk. And I think that that can be healthy. You're actually verbalizing what you've been expressing, or wanting to express, I should say. And with that being said, if you suppress it to the point of no return, that you haven't even vocalized it, gotten it out of your system, and when you vocalize it, you're putting words to what emotions you have. And I think that that is so important because it actually gives you clarification as to what it is you're ultimately feeling instead of being in a state of confusion because you're just not confronting an issue. And sometimes you know that the confrontation with an individual isn't going to amount to diddly squat, but to express it outright with just yourself in the understanding of why is this of relevance to myself, getting down to the core of what it really is, that is something of a release, an unleashing of the pain and the anger. The breathing can come back into normalcy, and you've actually heard yourself speak the words that you wanted to and felt the vibration of what you wanted ultimately to attain out of a situation that you didn't want to experience, if that makes sense there. So a lot of people will, I'm going to revisit the same statement I made. A lot of people will say, oh, well, that means you're talking to yourself. No, you're almost talking with yourself. You're allowing yourself that opportunity to just open up and vent and talk through the scenario. What the heck just happened here? And why am I so upset? Where were they coming from? And to talk it out without any obstacles is a healthier way to then maybe approach that topic of conversation in a non-angry, agitated scenario than, you would have done in the first place. So this gives you the opportunity to revisit it on a more firm ground, that everyone's a little bit more pleasant, and hey, just thinking about everything the other day, I just hope you understand this is what my point of view was on it, and there was no harm meant. This is just what I was thinking, and I just want to make sure everything's okay. Something like that, because now you're on a firmer ground. They're on a firmer ground. And I do think talking things out, it also allows you to hear what your own verbiage might be when those conditions are different. That you're on the same ground, on the same playing field. You're not having angry versus now sad and depressed. It's not back to the boxing match that you had previously. So to hear yourself talk it out, just your verbiage, not anything you would hear them say. But as long as you're understanding your own dictation of what that conversation would look like from your point of view, from what you would have to say, what value you would bring to it, I think that that's enlightening. I think that it's healthy. And I think that it's nice to take that step back. And I always say that. Take a time out on the play, take a step back, think about what it is you would say based on the experience that you had. And then next time it's of opportune time that it gets revisited, then you have a better mindset. You know why you were upset. You know what you should say in reference to that instead of what you might have said while you were blindsided by a confrontation or just anything that you weren't expecting. So now I say that again, not to say have conversations with yourself to someone else, then that's no. Don't pretend like you're actually getting the verbiage that you want from them, but just talking out loud with what you want to be saying and hearing only yourself and your own thoughts and coming up with how you want to phrase things when talking to someone. I do find that to be healthy. And I think that you get a lot further with things, especially ones that you know can be a little bit tougher and sticky situations. And with that being said, happy 4th of July. Thank you.